Good day, everyone. I'm Ryan Opata. Together with my groupmates, Dulay, Mendez, Mendoza, and Novila, we are going to present our topics on digital ethics. In this presentation, we will discuss its definitions, importance, key issues, and strategies that can guide us in making responsible with the decisions in the digital world.
Let us start by understanding what digital ethics really mean. Digital ethics refers to the moral principles and guidelines that govern how we use technology, particularly in research, communication, and data management. It addresses questions like how should personal data be handled, who is accountable for AI decisions, and how do we ensure fairness and transparency online. At its core, digital ethics examines the impact of technology on individuals, communities, and the environment. Ethics has always guided human behavior, from philosophy and religion to politics and law. But in the digital age, traditional ethics alone is no longer enough. Technology now creates complex challenges that affect entire societies. AI can influence hiring decisions, social media can spread misinformation, and digital systems can unintentionally exclude vulnerable groups. This is why digital ethics is essential. Helps protect human rights, preserve cultural diversity, and ensure technology serves as a tool for empowerment rather than control. As technology advances, it changes the norms of our society. Innovations like AI, blockchain, and big data have empowered healthcare, education, and connectivity, opening up new opportunities. And yet, billions remain excluded, especially women, minorities, and those with in disadvantaged areas. The digital gender gap is still real, highlighting that access and inclusion remains critical issues. For young people, digital tools offer creativity, learning, and social interaction. Social media can foster empathy, identity exploration, and self-expression. However, those benefits comes with risk, like cyberbullying, misinformation, and data misuse, and exposure to harmful content. The dual nature of technology, its promise and its pitfalls, underscores why ethical guidance is crucial to keep digital spaces safe and inclusive.
Digital ethics is guided by five essential elements that shape how we use and develop technology responsibly. First, privacy and data protection. With AI, blockchain, and IoT advancing rapidly, safeguarding personal data is more challenging than ever. Differences in global laws also make protection across borders complex. Second, security and cybersecurity. Strong safeguards, compliance with regulations, and safe online practices are crucial as threats continuously evolve. Third, intellectual property. Digital technologies disrupt copyright by raising issues such as piracy, AI created works, and inconsistent global enforcement. Fourth, accountability and transparency. Since biased data can lead to unfair algorithmic results, openness and oversight are vital to ensure trust and fairness. Finally, digital well being. Technology should support our quality of life while encouraging balance and responsible use of our digital footprints. Alongside these elements, several challenges affect digital ethics today. Misinformation spreads rapidly through social media and politics, requiring fact checking and education. Surveillance and big data raise concerns about privacy versus security, calling for ethical policies. AI and automation improve efficiency but risk job loss, making human centered training essential. Cyberbullying and the digital divide affect vulnerable groups, especially students, highlighting the need for equal access and protection. In summary, understanding both the elements and challenges of digital ethics is essential to protecting individuals while still supporting innovation.
What is the right for digital human rights? In essence, it is an extension of the basic human rights of each individual towards the digital space. Some of what it encompasses are the chance for people to have free access to the internet and its contents, freedom from harassment and malicious conduct, freedom to expression without discrimination, and the right to legitimate information. Some of the key areas that are included would be the right to privacy, where people are entitled to protections of their personal information against surveillance; the right to access information, where everyone is able to access any and all content without restraint; the ability to conduct free expression, where each person may be free to say and do what they want without limit or censorship. And adjacent to that is the right to digital inclusion and equality, where each person may not be discriminated against for their beliefs or ideas. As for what challenges digital ethics may face, these topics have become more prevalent within public discourse. Censorship and authoritarianism. In recent years, a growing concern where the control of certain information pertaining to people or ideas are being blocked or silenced, while certain groups with influence arbitrate an enforcement of rules inconsistently. The digital divide, where a polarization and segregation of various groups create a distinct separation due to reasons such as belief, accessibility, or socioeconomic status. Next would be the freedom of expression, where certain groups are being silenced for their ideas or their identity. Lastly, the balance between security and privacy, where a thin line between protection and control is slowly fading due to invasive methods in the name of safety. All in all, we can think of the digital human rights as the baseline for which an individual may base their freedoms to do within the digital sphere, and what they may deem as fair or not.
What is ethical decision making? It is an structured approach for guiding individuals and organizations to act in ways that are fair and beneficial to everyone involved. So there are four key steps in this. First is sensitivity. It is about identifying when an ethical issue is present. Next, judgment. Once the issue has been identified, the next step is to determine the most ethical course of action. And third, motivation. This step involves committing to the ethical choice even when there are conflicting pressures. Fourth, and last, is character. This step is to have the courage and strength to follow through the ethical decision because it requires integrity and resilience in the face of pushback. This framework is important because it helps individuals and organizations to navigate challenges like cognitive and ethical dissonance. When comparing human and AI decision making, the key difference lies in the presence of noise, which is unpredictable and irrelevant factors that influence judgment. So, for human decision making, humans are inherently susceptible to noise. Our decisions are often influenced by emotions, fatigue, biases, and other random factors that can lead to inconsistent and less than optimal results. On the other hand, for AI, they operate on objective algorithms and vast amounts of data. This allows it to analyze information without the need of interference of emotional or cognitive noise. As a result, AI can consistently outperform humans in tasks that require data driven analysis. For the benefits and concerns of AI, as AI takes over more decision making roles, there's a concern that it may lead to human laziness and the atrophy of critical thinking skills. While AI offers immense benefits in efficiency and accuracy, it's crucial to use it as a tool to augment, rather than replace, core human cognitive functions. The goal should be to find a balance where we leverage AI's strength while preserving and nurturing our own decision making capabilities.
Now, let's look at the different ethical frameworks that guide decision making in the digital world. The first one is virtue ethics. This approach focuses on the moral character of the individuals. It asks whether digital tools and platforms encourage values such as honesty, fairness, empathy, and respect. For example, social media platforms that promote constructive communications rather than harmful content reflect a virtue based approach. Next, we do have duty ethics, also known as the deontological ethics. This emphasizes respecting duties and rights regardless of potential benefits. In the digital space, that means upholding privacy, ensuring consent, and treating people as individuals rather than just a data points. Even if ignoring these duties, this could also bring short-term gains. The ethical choice is to respect people's rights. The third framework is utilitarianism. Instead of focusing on duties, this one evaluates actions based on their consequences. It seeks the greatest good for the greatest number of people. For example, using personal data to improve healthcare or education could benefit many, but it raised an important questions. Are we overlooking the rights of smaller groups in pursuit of broader advantages? Lastly, there is discourse ethics. This stresses open, fair, and inclusive dialogue. It calls for all stakeholders, users, developers, regulators, and communities to participate in shaping digital policies and technologies by involving everyone decisions that becomes more transparent, legitimate, and widely accepted. Together, these frameworks give us different lenses for understanding digital ethics. They help to balance individual rights, collective benefits, and responsible innovations.
Now, how does digital ethics apply in real life? There are three key areas. Number one is education. This ensures academic integrity, prevents plagiarism, and encourages fair use of digital resources. Number two is business. These companies must handle customer data ethically, safeguard privacy, and promote corporate responsibility in the digital economy. And the last one is personal life. Each of us plays our role by practicing responsible social media use, protecting our digital footprints, and making informed online choices. By understanding these applications, we can see how digital ethics is not just a concept. It directly affects how we live, learn, and work in a connected world. Finally, let's look at the strategies to make digital ethics a reality. First, raising awareness and promoting the digital literacy equips people to recognize and respond to ethical challenges online. Second, institutional and government policies provide strong, fair regulations on privacy, cybersecurity, and accountability. Third, integrating human rights into platforms ensuring technology respects freedoms like privacy, inclusion, and expression. And lastly, fostering responsible digital citizenship encourages everyone to act respectfully, fairly, and responsibly in digital spaces. By combining these strategies, we can help create a digital society that is not only innovative, but also ethical, inclusive, and safe for all.
And that concludes our presentations on digital ethics. As we have seen, the digital worlds offer many opportunities, but it also brings serious challenges that require us to act responsibly. By applying ethical frameworks, respecting human rights, and promoting responsible digital citizenship, we can create a safe and more inclusive online environment.